If you follow this channel, all the news, leaks, scoops, and everything else, we know that originally, that when it came to the fourth phase of the MCU, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness was supposed to happen first, and then we were going to get Spider-Man No Way Home. Of course, due to changes in release schedules, the pandemic, and how the films had to roll out, we learned that they had to make some pretty subtle and some pretty big and substantial changes to both films, specifically the ending of Spider-Man No Way Home and the beginning of Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, which is also rumored to have affected the ending in a pretty big way of that film as well. Again, only time will tell how much we find out, but now we have what the original alternative ending and connection would have been. We got concept art, and it's pretty different and pretty insane. So as most of you know by now, if you've seen the Doctor Strange trailer, you are probably very well aware of the character of America Chavez making her first appearance in the MCU in that film. Now, of course, the film should have already been out, like I stated, but due to schedules and conflicts with release dates and reshoots and everything, things had to be reshuffled. So we're going to finally see the character this spring. Now, of course, we would have already seen her, and Spider-Man would have been the second time we see her. We all kind of suspected that we knew how she would be involved since she is one of these powerful multiverse characters. Again, trying to avoid spoilers for people that want to go into Doctor Strange not knowing much, but just know that the character is rather powerful and, well, she's from the multiverse, like born in it. That's kind of all I will give away right now. Once we get more from the official trailers, we'll talk about him. Either way, though, here is official art from the original ending from Spider-Man No Way Home. And as you can see, America Chavez is directly involved with the ending of the film. We see her using one of Doctor Strange's books, presumably something to do with the spell and restoring the multiverse. And again, we see her very much involved here during that final confrontation between all the heroes and the villains. Now again, there's very little to go by on what was going on here, but one could safely assume that she shows up with Doctor Strange at the end to try to bring order to the multiverse falling apart and everything. And if you guys remember, at one point there was rumors that the reason Doctor Strange doesn't show up in the film to help Peter during the entire time is because he got snapped away into the Multiverse of Madness plot. Which might actually make sense now if you really think about it, because it just turns out he was stuck in the mirror dimension for however long. And that kind of seems weak, and it's one of the really stupid things. It's like, wait, Doctor Strange can't get out of his own mirror dimension? You'd think there'd be a, simple spell for that. That's one of the weaker parts of the script, which this might make sense in terms of, connecting the dots and going, wait, what if it is true, the original rumor where the films happen at the same time, then he appears at the end and everything's gone to hell, and he's like, well, we gotta fix this. Luckily, I know the exact person. America Chavez, she's here. Restore all this to order. Again, this does make sense with everything we know, everything we're seeing now, and how they would have brought her into the film. And originally, they sort of teased that going from Doctor Strange into Spider-Man would be like one thing. Like a seamless transition. And then having them confirm that things were reshuffled, completely rewritten endings and character introductions and how you learn about everything. This all starts to make sense now, especially with this brand new art confirming pretty much everything.